about the Joker and the thief. I said, I'll tell you all the story about the
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to State Farm Stadium in Glendale, Arizona, where the sound of the big red siren signals it is time for football. It is Week 16 in the NFL, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Atlanta Falcons taking on the Arizona Cardinals. On the Falcons sideline, head coach Raheem Morris. These guys hold their own, 6-2 over their last 8. Across from him, his counterpart, the Cardinals' Jonathan Gannon. His guys, champions of their division, know they'll be hosting at least one playoff game in the near future. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. Here come the Cardinals, and it is Kyler Murray from Oklahoma who leads them out.
And when you have a guy like Kyler Murray under center, it not only opens up your playbook, it allows you to draw up even more plays because he's among the best dual-threat quarterbacks in the league and a true playmaker. If flushed out of the pocket,
it's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Cardinals. Beckham with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Cardinals get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Well, one word for that opening play call, and that is aggressive, but it worked. First play from scrimmage, long touchdown pass.
Well, let's be honest about it. In our production meeting last night, we talked about when would the secondary get tested. I did not say they'd get tested on play number 1. I knew as the game went along, they would take their shots. But that, as you said, a bold strike and very successful right out of the gate.
Extra point by Ryland, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. The Cardinals set now to kick this one away, and off we go. Brings us out past the 20 to the 24. So here come the Falcons now to get the football for the first time. And they will be led out by their second-year quarterback.
And the tendency for most of these guys is to want to match things right away because they have a lot of confidence in their talent too. They just saw a big strike against their team, and you know they're thinking to themselves, I can get this back right now on one play. Well, if it's there, you take it, but otherwise, just go ahead and calm your team down. Run the offense, get things going, and see how things settle in. This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Play fake, and they'll throw with Penix. Short throw caught by Pitts. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. To the air, Penix. Looking deep here for Mooney. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Almost feels like anything you can do, we're going to try and match or do better. We've already seen one touchdown pass from the opposition. They tried to equal it on that throw.
The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. A 40-yard punt, no return. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. The Cardinals offense led by their running back headed out for the second possession. He's had a knack for finding the end zone all season long. His numbers reflect that. Here we are in the month of December, and he sits atop the NFL leaderboard in terms of rushing touchdowns. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled.
It's a gain of 11. That's good for a Cardinals.
First carry for James Conner. Room here to run. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 15 yards that time, and the Cardinals move the chains.
Good for a Cardinals.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Again, it's Connor. And he's able to carve out about 6 there, down to the 37. The Cardinals are 12-2 now on the year, and they come in on the heels of yet another victory. That ran their win streak, Charles, up to 7 now.
And I think that last win, that established them and stamped them, to me, as Super Bowl frontrunners. They're playing with extreme confidence, and you need that in order to go all the way.
First down. First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
On first and 10 is Connor. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter.
It's second and inches.
From the gun, Murray. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's third. Play number 7 coming on this drive. It's 3rd and inches. Murray keeps it himself. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And the Cardinals first down.
There may have been a little bit of an element of surprise there. 3rd and inches, and they go quarterback sneak. I still feel like this is a play that often is reserved for 4th down.
That's complete to McBride. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21.
Second and 3 at the Falcons' 15-yard line.
For the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Murray now to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
Against a team coming off a win, just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
And this one is right through. So another scoring drive there, Charles, and an early 2-score lead.
You'd like the 6 there, partner, but you'll take the 3, and I think they have to be happy about the way they moved the ball in these first 2 drives. They have to feel good about their opportunities the rest of the game.
And running with power here. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. So for the second time in this one, we get set to see the Falcons offense. They'll look to get something started. They need to. Down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. They begin the drive with Robinson. Gets around him. And a missed tackle there as he pushes forward for a gain of 4. Now 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5.
And looking to throw, Penix. Airing one out for Boyd. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting. And the Cards are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long, because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew has got one. There's no doubt about that, Brandon.
Odell Beckham now marching back onto the field. Well, he's within shouting distance of a 1,000-yard season. Going to need a pretty good finish, though, if he wants to reach that mark.
Well, I like how you phrased it, partner. He is within shouting distance. If he stays on this pace, he's got a shot at it. But he needs a big game in there, right, to make sure that he gets it. So you know that during the week, in practice, and look, he asks for the ball all the time anyway. He's really going to ask for the ball and let his quarterback know he's open.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
That's good for a Cardinals.
On the counter, it's Connor. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Screen pass to Connor. And he is into the now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. There are several elements to a well-executed screen pass. And we remember, of course, all scoring plays need to be verified upstairs, and I think they're going to at least take a look at this. Is this a touchdown? That's the question. CD, what are they looking for here?
You just need any part of the football to break the plane. You don't need the whole football. It doesn't need to go over the entire white line. It's just that front part of the white line. And if you draw an imaginary plane going straight up, that's what they need to cross.
So take away the touchdown. The officials rule he did not get the football to break the plane. And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. James Conner with his 14th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Cardinals are able to stretch out their lead.
You think about James Conner down near the goal line, and you think about the 2021 season with his 15 touchdown runs. He believes he's as good as anybody down close, and he powers his way in here.
Extra point by Ryland, up and good. And that makes our score 17-0. So an early advantage now and a good one. 17-0 our scores. They kick this one away. Well, now how about this return? And he takes it all the way across the 40 before going out of bounds. Atlanta regains possession of the football. They're still in search of an initial first down as they come up here 1st and 10. Looking to put a drive together. He'll get it to Robinson to begin the drive. And boy, now you see him, now you don't. Excellent move, nice run, winds up getting about 6. Check in on the numbers last week for Robinson. There isn't a coach alive who wouldn't like those numbers. Well over 100 yards and a touchdown, too.
Partner, I think all the coaches who are in that great coaching box in the sky would take those numbers.
So dead or alive?
Either way, they would take that kind of production.
17-0 our score after 1. Second quarter now, Falcon football, as they've got it with a 2nd and 4 coming up. Gun they give to Robinson. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard.
49-yard line. A 3-yard gain on the play. Brings up 3rd.
Robinson will try to pick it up. And Robinson will not get there. Great defense at the point of attack and to stop him short of the 1st. The loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. Beckham, the return. 13 yards, the tally on the return there. And that will come the offense as they take over. The Cardinals offense and their veteran running back James Conner ready for this next possession. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They have to be pleased with the way that they've moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
Open man is Marvin Harrison Jr. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. His first catch, good for 14 there and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Murray a give. This is Connor. And it's a good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. 80 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Play fake. Murray. He's going to look for Beckham in the end zone. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Odell Beckham. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Cardinals are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Only the 2 catches for him thus far, CD, but both of them have resulted in touchdowns.
And I think he's on the bench right now, Brandon, smiling at his position coach and telling him, all those times you talk to us about efficiency, I'm living it right now.
Extra point by Ryland, up and good. And the rout is on here in this first half.
Falcons, nothing.
The Cardinals set now to kick this one away, and off we go. And he takes this near the 25, just a little pass there, call it the 26. Atlanta prepped and ready for its next possession. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only few teams in league history ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
It's a gain of a yard. And it's third down.
On third down, Penix from the gun. Pressure comes and the Cardinals bring him down. Mac Wilson with a big-time sack on third down. It's a loss of 7.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They are not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Here's Beckham. It'll be a 44-yard boot, just a yard on the return as he's covered up quickly. And they will take over first and 10. The Cardinals offense and their big play wideout getting ready to get back to work. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that. Charles' defense, they were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Now Murray throwing quickly to Wilson. Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd and 6.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 47.
They'll fake it to Connor. Now Murray. Wilson's got it on the crossing route. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 40.
That's good.
Now a handoff coming left. Connor. Oh, that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line. 10 more there and another first down.
That's another Cardinals first down.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. So first and 10 now from the 30. They'll stay on the ground with Connor again. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
4 yards on the
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
First down. First and 10 at the 19-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. They go with a shuffle pass, and it's complete. And despite the fancy footwork we saw, they'll get to him just inside the 15. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Ball at the 14 for 2nd and 5. To throw is Murray. That's to the pylon and incomplete. They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on 3rd down. To throw, it's Murray. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
A 39-yard attempt.
And his kick here is good. And the lead increases even further. It's 27-0 now. So more of the same here, CD. Not a touchdown, but 3 more points added on to their lead.
Yeah, it's been a total domination here in this first half. Offensively, defensively, even the special teams have chipped in as he connects on the field goal. It may be a little bit premature, but I think the only thing to worry about dominating now, the post-game meal.
And the Falcons now going to go on offense late in this first half. And with the score where it is, even though I think they'd love to get back to the locker room, they may be forced to try and get something out of this drive. That's out wide here for Robinson. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. They'll throw with Penix. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. He's going to drop this underneath for Robinson. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
A gain of 9 yards.
Now Penix. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Boyd. He's going to be brought down there in the field of play, and the clock will run. No timeouts. They will not have the chance to bring out the field goal unit.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick recap of the first half, which has been strongly one-sided. This is heading towards blowout territory unless they can come from behind and get themselves a victory. Let's find out what happens in the second half. Let's go back out to the commentary team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Scotty, thank you as always. Well, likely 2 very different halftime speeches by these head coaches, that's for sure, as we get set for half number 2. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. So we get set to start this 3rd quarter. Here's the Falcons offense now. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
They'll go play action here with Penix. The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 and a first.
A gain of 15. First down, Atlanta.
Give left side to Robinson. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. That's Zayvon Collins into the backfield with ease and making the stick.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. From the 4, it's 2nd and a couple.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 4-yard line.
They'll run again here with Robinson. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down. Looking to throw, Penix. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Looks like a 9-yard loss, and it also brings up 4th. Well, we've seen how this quarterback can beat you with his legs. Saw it earlier on this drive, as a matter of fact, but that time they had him covered.
They really gave him no place to escape because oftentimes they're able to find a crack, a sliver, anything that can get them upfield. On that occasion, nothing open at all, and they swarmed him.
Koo knocks this one through the post. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well, and kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The home team's offense and Kyler Murray headed back out onto the field. And he's been a real threat in the red zone and beyond. As you take a look at the NFL leaders in rushing touchdowns by a QB, you'll notice he's worked his way into the top 5 at this point in the season. Wilson's got it complete. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd.
Again, running right is Conner. And Conner going to pick up a Cardinals first down as he gets this up past the 40.
That's good for a Cardinal. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
They'll give him 4 yards there, and it's 2nd down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 44-yard line.
They run behind center with Conner. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
Here's Murray. Trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
Here's Penix. He hits Mooney going across the middle. Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
A play fake. Now Penix. This is caught. It's Boyd. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
A gain of 16 yards. And the Falcon first down.
They'll run this one right with Robinson. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
At the 15-yard line. It's a gain of 8.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. 2nd and 2. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. Penix working out of the gun here. Buying time to his... And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. His 2nd rushing touchdown of the year and 3rd overall. And the Falcons are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter.
Defensively by now, you know his ability. You know he has it in him to take off and run.
Yeah, because they knew coming into this game, but we've already seen examples in this contest that he can run the football.
I think they're going to examine different ways to rush him now. Are they going to do it with different length?
He's got it. So they convert to 2. That keeps their slim hopes alive as we're back to a 2-score game. Well, it's still an uphill battle from here, that's for sure, but that makes it a 2-score game.
And now we see why teams practice so much on the 2-point conversion, why you have more than one play ready, because you may need multiples throughout a ball game. There's a great example right there.
The home team's offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And he has been masterful so far in leading this offense. He's kept the mistakes to a minimum. He's been on point with his passes, and he's generally been one step ahead of this defense all game long. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 24-yard line.
Murray now.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
Brings up 3rd down and 11.
On 3rd down, it's Connor. And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there. They'll get 6 there on the run, but it brings up 4th down.
Oh, what a great job defensively to stack things up. They were committed to stopping the run. They knew it was coming. And now it looks like they should get the football back as they force an important 3-and-out.
Here comes the Cardinals punter now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. McLeod to return it. It's a 45-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. Here are the Falcons as their offense heads back onto the field. Well, still a long way to go, but trending upward. They scored the last time out, you remember. Then their defense forced the punt. Now they try to inch closer, but still ultimately down 2 scores in the final quarter.
Penix's pass complete to Darnell Mooney. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 34-yard line.
From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd and 6. To the air, Penix. There's Mooney with another catch. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line.
A gain of 11 on the play. 1st down.
Robinson up the middle. And he'll get it across midfield and down into Cardinal territory. 40 yards rushing for him now to this point.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
2nd and 1. He gets this one to Boyd. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
It's a gain of 10. First down.
Operating from the gun, Penix. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. After the sack, here's 2nd and 11. And looking to throw, Penix. Locates Mooney on the out route. Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
From the shotgun, it's Penix. And it is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Darnell Mooney, 32 yards. And the Falcons are able to cut into that deficit. So this back now to a 10-point spread, and you have to imagine they'll line up and go for 2.
Oh, no question about it. If they can get this to an 8-point game, they can make things awfully interesting here in these last few minutes.
All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come.
The Falcons will line up.
They'll try and throw with Penix.
The 2-point attempt is
A very pivotal 2-point try that does not go their way. Now it's a big uphill battle for the rest of the 4th quarter.
The attempt was to try and make it a one-score game, right? Touchdown, get 2, now you've tied it up. Instead, they don't get it, still down 10.
And the Cardinals hands team able to secure the football. The risk reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling. And whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. And he is going to lose yardage here. And that's a loss of 7 on the 1st down play. Now, after the loss, he'll have to navigate a 2nd and 17. There he goes, left side. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Kyler Murray, 51 yards. And the Cards are on their way to a 13th win on the year as they add on to their lead. Well, plays like that make the O coordinator look like a genius, but I don't think he saw that play going that well.
No, I don't think so either, but boy, it all worked out perfectly. They caught them in the right defense, guys dropping off into coverage, their eyes averted somewhere else, and guess what? He filled the void with his legs.
17.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. A nice little juke. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Atlanta now coming out on the field. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
They'll drop to throw. And this will be caught by Mooney. This offense so far on 3rd down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. Able to find the open man. That's complete. He's to the 15. Touchdown, Falcons. Drake London, 65 yards. And the Falcons have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. And the Cardinals' hands team able to secure the football. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. On 1st and 10 is Connor, powering forward, and brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Right back to Connor here on 1st. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. And this defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. Here's Connor on the read option. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. And now here comes the 3rd of their timeouts defensively. So they'll be left with only the 2-minute warning to stop it from here on out. Over the middle, complete. It's Harrison. And he will not get what he needed as he stops short of the first down at around the 22. So the completion good for 7 there. And that'll bring up 4th down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
On for the field goal. A 39-yard attempt.
And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still ate up time, got points, so while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. So all eyes on the Falcons. Down by 13, a minute 54 on the clock. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Now he's flushed out right. And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the first down marker. Here's 2nd down and 3.
2nd and 3 at the 26-yard line.
He'll look to throw. Pass complete to Robinson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Well, there's still hope, but it's dwindling fast. No timeouts left. They need 2 scores still. 1st and 10 here. Complete to Boyd. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
Out of bounds at the 47-yard line.
Now Penix. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
As far as tight ends go, this guy's not a speed burner. He's much more of an inline blocking type of a tight end. But how about this last play? Made a nice catch and picked up a first down.
That's what impresses me about him. When he's called upon, usually gets it done. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Here's 1st down.
A gain of 26 yards. 1st down, Falcons.
And with just over 40 seconds now remaining, he gets up and spikes it. Ball resting on the 20. This is 2nd and 10. They'll throw with Penix. Here's a screen for Robinson. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. But the noise got to be an issue now offensively. Here's 3rd and 6. Throwing again, Penix. to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a first down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's fourth down. They are going for it. Penix. He completes it to Boyd. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds.
First and goal at the 5-yard line.
Looking to throw, Penix. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, you know, it
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
A 10-play drive that time. And it was finished off by a touchdown catch from Drake London. 25 seconds to go. A must recover if they're going to have any chance. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now. This one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
This offense and their running back headed back onto the field. And he has put in a full game's work and then some. Just an incredible performance on the ground to this point in the fourth quarter. To a knee goes Murray, and that should just about do it. A couple more minutes, and maybe the outcome of this one, Charles, would have been different, but ultimately time runs out on the comeback, so it falls short, and they hold on to win this by just one possession.
Not the fourth quarter they wanted, but they did earn the win, and they'll be happy about that, and they should be. Now they're going to go back to practice, see what they can do to prevent a future lead from slipping away like this one was.
So for Arizona, they continue to rack up the victories as this one moves them to 13-2 on the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Cincinnati Bengals. Meanwhile, for Atlanta, their playoff hopes take a big hit as they fall to 8-7. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.